Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna. Alright, today we are going to be learning how to identify the dark day of the moon, which is also called Amāvāsya. And my name is Aurélie. I'm a Vedic Astrologer and student within the Sri Achyutananda lineage. Alright, so Amāvāsya. I've written a fair amount, and many of you know about Amāvāsya. It's the dark day right before the moon becomes anew. So it's the darkest time for the moon before it becomes new again and light begins to grow on the moon again. Amāvāsya is the lunar cycle between K15 and S1, which I will show you how to identify. And it's a good time for meditation, spiritual practice, to get rid of things, clean your house, to just do those things that are about letting go, cleansing and letting go. It's not a good day to buy a new car, to sign a house, to get married, to start something in the world where you want it to grow, because the moon has no light. In the same way, for anything to grow in the world, we want the sun to be strong and we want the moon to have light. And both of these things allow things to grow in the world. The moon and the sun and all the other planets are important. All right, so Amāvāsya. Let's have a look. So let's get set up. We're going to go on deva.guru. Like I taught you for the full moon, we're going to go on punching right up here. Oh, I purpled way too much. Punching right there. This toggles the months in case you wanted to go forward, backward. Okay, so it's going to naturally send you to the day today, which is Wednesday, the 12th of July for me here. This is the location I have it set up in, but we can put a Locarno, Ticino. And just make sure you put your location, okay? That's important. All right. So you'll see today we have this K11. These are Tithi, and they all have like very much greater, deeper meanings, but we're not going to go into this because what we want to learn is simply when is the day of the dark moon, or we could say the day right before the darkest day of the moon. We'll call it the darkest day of the moon before it becomes new. All right, so you'll see there's K and you'll see there's S. Okay, so the dark Tithi is from K15 to S1. So you'll see it right here. That's the dark day of the moon. What's a little different about this one is that the sun is actually moving sign that same day too. So it's also going to be Sankranti, which is also not an auspicious day to begin things, because again, like I explained, you want the sun to be strong and the moon to be strong. And a weakness is this low degrees when the sun is just about changing sign. It can be good for certain things like spirituality and mantra practices, but that doesn't mean that if you start something, it's gonna fructify, simply because we need that power of the sun. Energy, and we need the power of the moon, the blessing of the moon, to both of these blessings allow us to grow into the world. Yes. So just to be clear, the dark day of the moon and the new moon don't at all always happen on the day the sun moves signs. This is just a single. Well, it happens every once in a while, but this is just one of this once in a while. Okay. So you'll see K15 is that lunar day. And it starts at 6:38 here. It's really good if you're aware of your natal chart, you've spoken to someone and you have a strong Rahu. It's really good to fast, or you're in a Rahu Dasha. It's really nice to fast or have any Amāvāsya doshas. Fasting is recommended. Obviously, within the medical wisdom realm, if your health is not great, you should not fast. If it's summer and there's too much pita, then you should not fast, or you should drink chamomile at least 10, which is what I do in the summer. I'll have some chamomile with a little milk just to make sure my fire isn't hurting this body, because that's not That's no way to offer tapasya. Tapasya is not about hurting ourselves or our body, but it is about renouncing, offering a little suffering, right? It's like sometimes I tell my clients, for example, maybe you love having your coffee in the morning, your coffee midday, coffee afternoon, you're big, and for me, I love the little sweet drinks throughout the day. I have that every day. So for me, even just to renounce, just to have food, but only water all day, I will feel a little, a little bit like I'm offering something because that I would like and that I'm not having. So it's not about so much the suffering. It's just about saying today, I'm not going to indulge in this, and I will offer the tapasya. Yeah, I will offer this energy of I'm aware this is what I want, but I'm just today I want to honor this day and just yeah. All right, so K15 to S1. Again, make sure your location is here, and this Monday. So we could put New York just so you can get a sense. So we can put New York, United States. When is New York? All right. So again, K15, S1, you'll see that obviously the Tithi is moving time, and Sankranti is going to start, so the sun's going to move into Cancer, and then moon is going to move into Cancer. And the new moon actually happens when, I'll show you, when the sun and the moon are at the exact same degree in Cancer. That is the exact point at which the new moon happens. Okay? We'll just have a few more examples. We're back in Paris now, and we'll just look for should we look for next month? We'll look for August. So I taught you about the day of the full moon, which is right here. It's going to be the first day. That's a very short Tithi. Sometimes we get, because of the anomaly, short Tithis once in a while to re-regulate the elliptical. Yeah. Yeah, you can see this is going to be our full moon, right? S15, notice S and K, don't get it mixed up, okay? S15 is full moon. It's a Shravanam full moon, beautiful. S15, and that's the lunar day, right, before the moon becomes full, and then the moon will be full here, and then begin to lose light. So that's the point at which it's past this fullness. And in the same way, we're going to look for K15 and the point at which it's going to pass its darkness, its darkest time. So here we have this 2 weeks, and on Tuesday the 15th of August, it's in a Shlesha. It's actually going to be, oh yeah, it is a Shlesha. That's the nakshatra, Vedic Astrology. Again, this is Vedic Astrology, sidereal zodiac. We're using the sidereal zodiac, which aligns with the stars and uses an Amāvāsya. So just be aware of that. It's the Vedic astrology system that is mostly used in the East for calculating charts, because we consider that humans are a part of the stellar system. That being said, we're also part of the Earth system. So we actually use both, not for personal charts, but for general. We do make use of both tropical calculation as well as sidereal, but that's a little more intricate. So we're not going to go into that now. We're going to stay with this dark moon. Okay, we're in August. We're in Paris, for example. And again, this dark day is going to start at 9:13 a.m., K15. And as you can see, there's no change in the sun that day. The sun isn't moving. It's not Sankranti. And then it's going to, the darkness is going to culminate here at 11:38 on Wednesday. And past that point, it's going to start to, light is going to return. Light will return. Light will return to the moon. And we'll have a quick look. You can see again. Monday, Sunday. All right. Moon and sun. And at the exact same degree. And it's going to happen on the other side. That's going to be one of those months where, because we're getting, July is happening right at the beginning of the sign, on the 0, under the 1 degree. Again, Cancer. It will happen at the edge of Cancer. All right. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope this was clear. And to reiterate, we're not going to do anything new. Let's look at December because everyone's traveling in December and there's Christmas. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. You notice what's happening around Christmas time? Maybe we're going to have a full moon. It's going to be very lovely. Hopefully people will get along a little better. And that's more of a good energy to meet and for the moon to be strong. So more jala, more connection, more... that's very sweet. On the 26th. And when's the dark moon happening before that? Let's see. Right here. Look at that. Jyotisha, Scorpio. Right here. Scorpio dark moon. Okay. Is there anything else I wanted to show you? I don't think so. So don't start anything new on that day. Be aware of that day. Connect with that day. Connect with the two edges of this lunar cycle, which is the day of the fullness of the moon and the day of the darkness of the moon. That's the same moon. I love it. My guru, our head guru, which we call Param Guruji, speaks of this transition of the moon, and he says, which I never thought of, that the sun gives light to the moon, and then when it's losing light, it's actually returning that light to the sun, which I think is very beautiful. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well. Again, well, actually, I didn't say that anywhere. So my name is Aurélie. I'm a Vedic astrologer and student in the Sri Achutananda lineage. I do readings. I do natal chart readings. And if you have any questions, you can reach out. I hope this was helpful. Have a lovely summer. All right. Oh.